racist and they're removing the Spider-Man mantle
Marvel
from Miles.
sucks.
Whoa. Everyone calm down, okay? That's not quite what's happening here. So don't worry, Marvel hasn't gone and renamed Miles from Spider-Man to Spin in the comics. That is not what has happened here. At least not in the way that you might think. Spin is mainly a name used for Miles in the Spidey and His Amazing Friends show. You know, the children's show? The one made for kids? Well, you see, they did that because Peter was already named Spidey in the show, and they didn't want to confuse young kids by having two Spider-Men in the one show. Which, I'll be real, is a little bit of a cop-out, I'm not gonna lie. But yes, some outlets are now freaking out, yelling, "It's canon!" Because the name shows up in an alternate future timeline based off the current timeline in the Marvel Comics. Like, yeah, that makes it canon, but like, in the future? An alternate future for that. But not to worry, because in the current timeline, Miles is still commonly known as Spider-Man. It is only in the alternate future storyline where they call him Spin. But saying all this, I do get why people are reacting this way. Because actions like these really do make it feel like Marvel is trying to separate Miles from the Spider-Man mantle. And this is where I start to pick up on a vibe where I feel like some writers see Miles more as a Robin than a Spider-Man. They treat him like he's Spider-Man for now, and that he's supposed to go on and graduate to his real hero name. But the thing is, Spider-Man isn't Robin. Spider-Man is actually a lot closer to Batman's identity. You don't move on from being Spider-Man, you just are Spider-Man. And I totally get why people are reading into this as like, you know, the racial subtext of it all. You know, Peter gets to go off and be Spider-Man, but Miles always has to change his identity to make it less complicated. But regardless of the intent or the branding clarification, the optics of it are just still weird. Also, who knows? This could be them testing the waters to see if we'll actually be happy with a name like that for him. Evidently we're not. They can call him Spin all they want to, but us true believers know that Spider-Man is a mantle that belongs to not just Peter, but also Miles. Because at the end of the day, anyone can wear the mask.